What's up, everybody? We'll let this get started. Just a second. How's everybody doing tonight? I just wanted to do a little Devo before I went to bed, so I thought I'd just put it on here. Alright. I want to read 2 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 10. And it says, "For godly sorrow worketh repentance to salvation, not to be repented of, but the sorrow of the world worketh death." Alright, so I was looking into this, and so we said we have worldly sorrow and godly sorrow. So what is the difference between worldly sorrow and godly sorrow? Well, the difference is one, it says in there, one leads to repentance, and then one worketh death. You know, one gives you life and one gives you death. And when I was reading that, man, two examples that popped up in my mind when it came to worldly sorrow and godly sorrow was Judas and Peter. They both had the same, they was both walking with the Lord as both disciples. They both messed up. But one of them had godly sorrow, one of them had worldly sorrow. As you see in Judas, when after he betrayed Jesus, he took the money and then went to the Pharisees, slung the coins out, and said, "You know what, man? I can't be doing this. Pretty much I feel bad for doing what I." Okay, sorry, I lost the connection. Where was I at? Oh yeah, okay. Well, Judas come in and he slung the money everywhere, and go for everybody. Saying I'm sorry, but not really being sorry. So then, And what happened next, man? He went and hung himself. Well, then you look at Peter. Peter, he messed up. He betrayed Jesus too. The same situation, just in a different matter. But he actually had a chance. He went back to, Jesus come to him and he repented. He denied him 3 times. He got forgiveness 3 times. So, so the difference is Judas went and did some worldly sorrow, made a show about it. And Peter went and did some godly sorrow, and with that godly sorrow there was repentance. And in repentance there's got to be a change. There's got to be a change in direction. In Judas's matter there was no change. In Peter's matter there was a change. He went from the denying Jesus to being one of the rock that Jesus built the church on. So when something goes astray, man, just remember: are you doing godly sorrow or are you doing worldly sorrow? There's a big difference. If you're doing it just for show, man, I hate to say it, but you don't be in the worldly sorrow category. But if there's a change in your life, if there's a change in the situation that you're dealing with that's got that sorrow, then you're operating in godly sorrow. So just keep that in mind when situations arise. Are you going to fall into the category of godly sorrow, or are you going to fall into the category of the worldly sorrow? Just make sure there's a change.